Mic check 212. Mic check 212. What's going on, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me very loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me very loud and clear. Say something in the chat. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? They definitely know something is up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they definitely know. We're in the month of July, the second half of quote-unquote 2024. The first half of 2024 has been something, haven't it? And now we're going to get to the second half of 2024. We are in the second half of quote-unquote 2024. It's getting light up, ain't it? You know, in Chicago, they had the usual. LA, they had the usual. New York, they had the usual. DC, they had the usual, etc., etc., etc. We're going to talk about a few things. First and foremost, if you are in Houstonian in Houston, if you are Philadelphian in Philadelphia, you got to be mindful of these plagues. You have HIV rampant. You have the serious disease happening. You have all types of things happening. You got to be mindful of who you having quarters with. If you in Houstonian, which is number one, you got them Louisianians, you got them Oklahomians, you got them Californians. A lot of people coming with plagues to Houstonian and Philadelphianians. So it's going to be what you got to do before you have intercourse, fellas and ladies, with the opposite sex. You're going to have to do some serious testing. Now, if you want to get that information, you will have to get that when I get set up for members only. It will be talked about on members only and more likely somewhat on Patreon. I'll figure out how we're going to do this. We might have to have a private conversation about this somewhere outside of YouTube because this is very serious. Houstonian, Philadelphians, take to the what? Lead to the what? We're going to listen to Nino Brown talk about what's going on in Houston. Told you can't pay me to go deal with no Houstonians. You can't pay me to deal with no Houstonians, them Philadelphians, them Georginas, etc., etc. What's up, Grayson? What's going on with you? Guys, stay away from these Chickianians, them Houstonians, them Philadelphianians, and them Georgianians, and all of them. We got to have talk about this because just because she look good doesn't mean it's good down there. I'm just saying, just because she looks good just doesn't mean it looks good down there. I'm just saying, ladies, you got to do what you got to do. You got to take that man to the clinic. I'm just saying, ladies. If you're going to be out here, which I'm not saying for you to do, that's your decision. If you're going to be out here like that, you're going to have to, yeah. That's why when them Houstonians try to holler at me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. When them Georginas try to holler at me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. When them Philadelphians trying to holler at me, I definitely say, nah, I'm good. You could say, Rollo, you paranoid. No, I'm not being paranoid. I can smell some ish going on. I know how to do my testing. And when she do a certain sound, yeah. She been squabbling. Oh, yeah. Let's get to Nino Brown's video. This is getting serious, y'all. If you out there in Houston, if you out there in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, IA, Carolinas, you name it, they be getting it in. Them Louisianians, yo, them Louisianians, man, they, ooh-wee. Man, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Let's get to Nina Brown's video. Let's get to the video. Man, they is dropping out here like crazy, man. I'm not doing no paranoia. I'm just saying be mindful out here, man. You got to do some testing on these ladies and fellas. You got to be tested when you deal with these ladies testing you. You got to get tested, man. This ain't a game, man. This is your livelihood. Lord forbid. Lord forbid. Lord forbid. Yeah, get the lights up in the chat. We're going to have a panel in a second. Just give me 1 second. We're going to have a panel. I just want to get to the video. See who comes on the panel, want to talk about it. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's Nina Brown's video? Here we go. Okay. Let's get that done first. Let's get that done first. All right. And then we get to the point. Yeah, this is serious, y'all. All right, Nina Brown's video. And let's get to it.
Why are you not investing in tax?
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Them HIV rates out there in Houston, y'all better be careful out there smashing everybody, because them the highest rates right now in the U.S. If you in Houston out there slanging that goddamn mushroom tip to different women talking about you got a rotation, you better go get that shit checked, because that mushroom tip just might be infected. You're burning. And if you a woman in the H and you're acting with different partners, you might have the H. HIV, fool, you're burning. Go get checked and put that little fire out. Houston June STD reports were the most alarming in the U.S. They sicker than them boy on boys out there in that goddamn Atlanta, the pride shit. I guess how many people was infected with the clap just last week alone? 3,678 with that goddamn clip.
Cool, my Lord. Woo! That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of percentage.
Idiot shit. Drip, drip. Then 2,955 people was dripping with that gonorrhea shit. Drip, drip. 22,715 people came back from the clinic last week with syphilis.
Oh my goodness. Man, they is out there going crazy with it, man. Jeez.
Drip, drip. And guess what? They got a new syphilis out there that they got them antibiotics. That shit ain't curing because it's strong. But the most scariest of them all is that HIV shit. That's that scary shit, because you can't get rid of that. And just last week alone, 17,272 people. I say 17,272 people was diagnosed with that HIV shit in Houston last week. Over 17,000 people in 1 week with that Magic Johnson Easy E shit. That's crazy to me. Especially when the people that got that Magic Johnson shit don't even got the Magic Johnson type of money to make that shit.
They ain't got the type of money to make it disappear. Yeah. Not everybody in Houston is very successful. That's a fact.
Disappear. You gonna disappear like Easy E. See, Magic Johnson still got money. That's why his ass still here. Easy E ain't had that Magic Johnson money either. His ass up out of here. Y'all better stay y'all ass off Bissonnette Street out there in Houston trying to trick off with them sick ass bras, man. Trying to get head for the $40. You better be careful out there, man. Because the scariest part is most of the men that's infected are the people in the rainbow community. They out there infecting each other, sleeping with each other, then going to the goddamn coochie population and polluting that shit. Because they taking that goddamn shit that they got from Adam, back to Eve. If you out there in Houston and a person bumping into you by mistake on the goddamn bus stop, the bus, the train, I don't care if you're on a plane, you better go get your ass checked. If I'm calling on you, you better go get checked. Because the scariest part is the count is only the ones that went and got checked. What about the sick that's walking around right now and don't know shit because they don't know they sick? Because if everybody out there in Texas,
a lot of these people don't even know their own body. They don't know their own body. They don't know their own spirit. They don't know who and what they come from. They don't know who they are, Nino Brown. Them entities is definitely in them 100%. Let alone they carelessly gone. That's why you got to be careful who you deal with. You got to be careful who you deal with. Don't be fooled.
Houston got there go get checked. This number probably a 10x, which means it'll be like 170,000 in 1 week, just 7 days with that goddamn shit. Ladies, I told you in the last video about this shit. Go buy you a rose or go to Amazon and get you a blow-up man dog, and you better ride. I'm telling you right now, these men, sick men. Go to goddamn CVS, Walmart, goddamn Target, and get you some Johnson & Johnson baby oil. Think about whoever it was with the BBL you've been thinking about, and goddamn whack off that mushroom tip and carry your bald-headed ass to sleep because they sick. But y'all comment below and you in the H right now and you ain't sick. Y'all comment below if you aware of what's going on in the H right now. Comment below, man, because this shit getting scary, man. Y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. Wait a minute.
All right. Let's get the people to come on. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. What's going on? There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. We also got Broski Channel. We got another moderator, Corey B in the house. Justin, what's up? Okay. Let me send the link. All right, the link is coming. There we go. Make sure you write down the link. Write down the link and then type it in on your phone or on your computer to come on the platform. Make sure you take a photo of the link and you type it in, and you should be able to come on because I'm using the portrait. I'm not using the regular one. I'm using the portrait so I could get more people to come on over here. You know what I'm saying? People swipe, they might see this and want to, see what's going on. Thanks to those who recently subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. What's going on, Grayson?
How we doing?
Doing real good. How about yourself, man?
Great.
Great to hear that, man, out there in Alaska. So what's your take on this, man? This is a very serious thing because this does come from the fallen ones, man. These nefarious diseases, these plagues that's upon the people in Houstonian and, Philadelphia and Georgina, you name it. What's your take on this plague, man, that people being careless out here for the most part?
I was watching the movie. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was watching a movie back in the 90s called Drift by Temptation. You heard about that movie?
No. Tell me about it.
It was based off of near New York in Philadelphia. It was a lady that was in the bar, and every guy that she slept with in the bar, they end up going missing or had a disease. And she would turn like into this beast at night, devouring men.
Can you send me the link of the movie when we get off?
Yeah.
When we get off? I appreciate that. I want to take a look at it. Hopefully
it's very interesting. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. My bad.
And the only one that survived was the God-fearing child.
Don't tell me the whole thing. Let me watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, not bad. All
Yeah,
right.
you good. You good. You good. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is a major issue. But once again, when you fornicating outside of marriage, that can happen to you.
So, what do you consider fornication? Because I always ask people. I'm not trying to be. Everybody got their spin on fornication. What do you consider fornication?
If you have no covenant with the person, or you didn't really properly propose to the person to be your husband or wife, and you not, then let y'all know that that's your wife or that's your husband, that's fornication to me.
So, let me ask you this: how do you know if someone got it? Because some people can hide it real good. So, what would you tell a person? Well, we can't say what you're supposed to do because we all on YouTube. So, I have ideas of what needs to be done before I do something with a chick. You know what I'm saying? Now, for guys that haven't dealt with a chick and it's going to be your first time dealing with a chick, what I would suggest, and I'm giving you a clue, is something with drink, on her drink. I'm saying it in code. And if she, she got something. That's all you got to do. Or get some, something called with the T, and put it in, and that goes for the ladies, that goes for the men. You put it in his pause nutsack. You get my drift now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because most doctors, most nurses, when they do the coma check, I forgot what else it's called. I can't think of the name. And they do a colon check and all that. They stick, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. This is very serious, man.
It is.
And it has a lot to do with people sleeping around like a bad habit. And listen, if you're going to do that, I don't have to agree with it. If you're going to do that, make sure you get the guy checked. Make sure you get the lady checked. Because being overly hot in the pants could be a detrimental, for real. You could be in the best of shape, or you could be in decent shape, and it don't come right away. It comes little by little. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you least suspect it, right there, you got it. Think of a snake. Do a snake attack a person right away? No. It takes its time. It's trying to see your weakness. And when it sees its weakness, that's how it catch you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the fallen angels get you. Get with that person. Get with that person. You know it looks good. And the snake, it hides its smell, it hides its stink out of any creature, right?
Right.
So they know how to put certain things on to cover their stench. Or vice versa, ladies, that goes for the men too. That you're going to be dealing with, more likely, if you ain't careful. Me personally, man, I ain't dealing with these chicks in these other states like that. It's not worth the risk, man. They out there doing what they do, and you don't want to get yourself caught up in it. Lord forbid. Take the warning.
Right.
Justin, why would you ask me that question? What do you mean, Rod? Why what? You talking about women in Scotland is different? Let me say this. It's a lot of women promiscuous throughout the world. Justin, I don't know of your age. You seem like you're in your 20s or early 30s. You come off the way you type, that you're a young guy, it's It seems like that's what you are. And if I'm wrong, my bad. Listen, at the end of the day, if the women in Scotland were that good, why they have a high divorce? Why they have a high divorce rate in Europe? Why they in the top 3? Why the men in Scotland want to get with the women in Russia or Africa? And that's their choice. That's their choice. I'm just asking the question. Because the Western women have their ways with them, yet the women in other parts of the world could be promiscuous too, especially if they're watching what's going on in America. Let me know if I'm set tripping, Grayson.
No, being honest.
Okay, so he's saying Scotland women have set of rules and guidelines, and we follow God. Okay. What's the percentage, Justin? What's the percentage? Because see, what you're going to have me to do is do research on Scotland more. And you're trying to say the place is perfect, right? I just want to make sure. Are you saying the place is perfect? Because ain't no place perfect in the world. Ain't no place perfect. The whole world is being tried right now. I know you're trying to convey me to go to Scotland. I know you're trying to convey me to meet up with you guys or whoever you are and whatever you got going on there. It don't work like that. This is what's going on, Grayson. You're seeing it in real time. You got people from other parts of the world want me to come to their country. You know what I'm saying? Grayson be back. Want me to come to their country. They have their reasons, and they're not really telling the reason why. He's saying that the divorce rate in Scotland is around 33%. However, this does not take into the number of cohabiting. Hold on a second. Cohabiting. Let me see what he's saying. Cohabiting couples who also separate. No place is perfect. That's the point. No place is perfect. Everybody, we all being tried, right, Grayson? We all being tried right now.
Yes.
With the planet hell, with the Dupree, with the fallen ones. They came out with the Mooley silent one, with the fallen ones, going after people who sin. Come on now. We all being tried through the fire right now. No one is escaping this. Nobody's disputing that the U.S. has a lot of issues. The point I'm trying to make is every place have an issue. Whether it's small or big, every place have an issue. There's no getting out of it. It's no getting out of what's coming to us. We all going to be tried through the fire. We're going through it right now on the physical level. And then it's going to happen on the spiritual level. Every knee shall bow and what, Grayson?
Confess.
When that planet hell comes. And big ups to my big bro who's no longer here and his family, Rap the News. Him and I were supposed to talk before he passed away. And he, like me, discussed this back in the days during my old Wake the Hell Up 7 Days channel. I used to talk about this stuff. Besides sports and all this other stuff that you see me talk about. So my point is that the women and the men in Houston are over-sexualizing each other. In Philadelphia, people are sleeping like a bad habit, and they're being judged for it, Grayson. That's why I tell guys, I'm not saying to be paranoid. What I'm saying is, whenever you get a woman, do test drops on her. We could go to the clinic, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care how fine you are. If my brain waves is synchronizing on you and something ain't right, we ain't having no intercourse. And then on top of that, if you're on demon time and you tweaking, oh no. Because you have every right. If I'm tweaking, you should not be with me either. Ain't that right, Grayson?
Yes.
If you tweaking, you ain't gonna want no woman around you, right?
Absolutely not.
So it's fair to say that a lot of people are tweaking in Houston, definitely in Philadelphia, and a lot of these places because it's overindulged in sin. Nobody cares about themselves no more, Grayson. For the most part.
Yeah.
We fighting over turfs. We fighting over states. We fighting over this. And this don't belong to us. Do it not, Grayson?
And no, it doesn't.
We came here to learn whatever lesson. And wherever we going, that's the Lord's final decision. You
Right.
just make sure that you are going to the place that ain't going to be something to play with.
Right.
Because none of us is worthy, man, for the most part. Look how we treat each other. You expect things to be the same. We can't even treat each other right.
That's true.
We don't even know how to talk to each other no more. And I'm going to say this, Grayson. It's going to come a time on the internet, it's going to be hard for people to communicate with us. Because we're going to be doing things that the average person cannot relate. Because just like in the time of Nimrod, when the Most High changed the language, He going to change it again. Do you know when you go certain places, right, and you speak so clear, people look at you strange? Do you get those stares when you speak so clear, so precise, and you're not mumbling for the most part, and other people look at you with a slurred speech, like how Dawa is? You see how Dawa is tweaking, right?
Yes, I've been noticing that lately.
Dawa's tweaking. A lot of people in Straightway tweaking. A lot of men and women on YouTube is tweaking. People don't see it because they're in love with the person they hear, and they're not getting bypassed the tweaking and the paranoia and the schizophrenic. I'm seeing it in real time, Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you say hello to a girl. What are you saying hello to me for? Like, hold on. That's that entity in her. Or a woman say hi to you. What are you saying hello to me for? You got guys yelling at women when a woman just say hello. Both parties is doing it. It's a lot of tweaking going on, man.
I remember when I was in Seattle, Washington, I said hello to this chick. She did what she just did. All rudely for no reason.
You can't say hi to people no more. You can't talk to them no more, because anything that don't sit right with them, you're an enemy. That's tweaking. It's going on in the sports world. It's going on in the industry for a long time. And it's going on YouTube. It's going on in a lot of relationships. It's a lot of tweaking going on, man. Even when people chat with each other, a lot of tweaking. Confusion. We live in a time such as never before, man.
Yeah.
Pure Butterfly is more to it than drugs. Drugs is the low tier. There's things out here that they're doing to the people that make the drugs look like an angel, and they not. That's not even an angel. Drugs is not angel. What I'm saying is, it make it look like it's an angel compared to what they got going on right now. People are tweaking; they're not even on drugs. Grayson, they got people so paranoid that if you look at them, they want to eat you.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad that when you have majority of America, majority of the world paranoid, bro, you best to be to yourself. You best to be to yourself if it needs be. Because you know yourself. You know what you're capable of doing. You know what you're not capable of doing. You know if you do something wrong, you know consequences is coming to it. You know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with other people and their spirit and their thought process, it takes a lot out of you, man. They have made people so schizophrenic on the internet that you and I see. Certain people we got to know, we got to watch, have now become schizophrenic now. Paranoia. Few years back, it was a little bit normal on here. It's not normal like it used to be. Tell me if I'm lying. Just let me know, Grayson, because I don't want to. I want people to tell me like it is. I don't want no sugarcoating, no punching bag, nothing. Are
You're
you
not lying.
yourself
Hmm?
as a viewer? I can't hear you.
You talking about what if I experienced it?
Yeah, have you experienced? You don't have to say names. Watching different content creators. Everybody's entitled to who they want to watch, who they want to listen to. Have you noticed watching certain things yourself that something ain't sitting right with your spirit with these people?
I can honestly say that something is going on.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like this 3-4 years ago. Ever since the shutdown was the beginning stage. Now, when we had the eclipse of planet Hell, the shift changed, man. Look what happened the last 3 months on the internet.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened and continuing to happen. There's no getting out of it, man. Hi, Pierre. How you doing?
Hey,
How we
Raul.
doing?
How's everybody?
We
Great.
doing good. All praises to the Lord.
When you say tweaking, you don't mean drugs. Are you talking about that their personality is
Yeah,
like
personality.
splitting?
They have a chip on their shoulder. It's a lot of things that the entities are doing to the people because they're carrying the guilt, paranoia, schizophrenic, a lot of mental things going on with people, whether they have money or don't have money.
Uh-huh.
It's serious. People are making sure they're protecting their soul so their soul don't get taken by someone else, whoever they're dealing with. This stuff is real. You just can't have everybody around you like you used to.
Oh no, I get that. I know that a lot of times I'll come across somebody and then they will have the same type of personality, like almost like shape shifting. Like
Yes.
they'll be doing something that somebody else that try to violate me or in some kind of way try to be like manipulative, and they'll do the exact same thing, and it's almost like a demon jumps on them and is using them, and I don't even know if they're aware of it
No,
at
they're
all.
not. No, they're not.
You get what I'm trying to say though?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's not really tweaking it per se, as I think it's like a demon uses them to do some manipulation to try to get at you or to come at you. And then if they can't do it with that particular person, they'll jump on somebody else and do it with somebody else. You get what I'm trying to say though?
I see it all the time. I see it all the time from time to time. And you could sense it. And it's not like you can't say anything. It's that they don't know because it happens so fast.
Yeah.
Then when the person gets back to their normalcy, what they think is normal is not normal, they're wondering what the heck happened.
And I'll ask them, like, do you remember doing or saying this or having this type of attitude with what you said? And they're like, no.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's creepy. It's
like nobody wants to be alone, yet people are asking people why people don't have children, why people it's not in relationships. It's not like they don't want to. It's that when you see what's going on out here and you don't want to bring children into a world where children are constantly being attacked by different entities or by somebody that's supposed to care for them. This stuff is crazy out here.
The stuff that happened with P. Diddy and all of them, it's not a surprise because Molech they consider in the Bible a god, right? But Molech, that god, was a pedophile. And
Pure. I'm trying to get back monetized.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. So he's a P. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's not the only God ruling. People think there's only one God. No, there's so many gods, and so many gods were talked about in the Bible as well.
Yes.
There's so many, like Baphomet. Baphomet's another god, and that god is the god of transgenderism.
Yep, the Baphomet. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see stuff like that happening, if I already know that there's some kind of demonic energy that is permeating through different people because they don't know how to control their spirit and they don't know how to control who they are as a person, right. I walk away from people like that because I already know if there's no sense in getting into an argument or a discussion with them because they're not going to remember what they told you. They're not going to remember what they said, and they're not in control of their whole body function. And so I leave people like that alone. I don't even mess with them.
And here's my thing. Let me ask you this. Why is it, and everybody has their right to go with whoever they want to listen to and
true
entertain different entities, which I have learned how to stay away from because then you get caught up in the mess. Why is it that talented people want to keep those entities around them?
Why do talented people?
Yeah, meaning they have enough sense to know what's going on, and they still go to places they know that they're gonna be challenged, yet also be disrespected, and they tolerate it.
Because they love the energy. They love to be around those kind of forces. They love to be around demonic forces. The demonic forces basically allow them not to have accountability over their own body and jurisdiction. And so they like that. And so in order to achieve that or be around that, yeah, they're okay with being disrespected. They're okay with all of that because they love those demons. They love that energetic force that those demons give them. When you are a godly person and you walk in a divine way, you don't disrespect your body. You don't disrespect your spirit, and you don't disrespect where you came from. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not into being disrespected, because I feel, this is my personal opinion. I mean, I believe everybody has free will because that's what was given to us from the original design, free will, right? Right. But with free will comes accountability, and you have to be. Yes. So, having said that, when I see women that are in like the industry of sex, right, and they're doing what they're doing for a few dollars, and I consider that the ultimate disrespect to themselves, right? I consider you doing something to a man's lower half and you just doing whatever. And this isn't even somebody that you have an intimate relationship, an ongoing, like, committed intimate relationship, and you just willy-nilly do this and you're disrespecting yourself. I don't dig it. But I also, I'm not going to condemn it because it's not my place. I mind my business.
Yeah.
But in the same token, I can see where the disrespect is. Like, I don't, that free will is, it's like a gift, right?
Yeah.
It's your own autonomy to be that person that you're supposed to actually be, walking in divinity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just throw it away for, I just don't understand it. I really don't, because I'm more in tune with walking with the divine creator. I have conversations with the divine creator on a daily basis.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a problem, I reach out. If things are not working in accord for me, and I know that I'm walking in the way I'm supposed to be walking, I reach out for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is, that autonomy, that that self-autonomy, but it also is that accountability. And people want to be willy-nilly and reckless, and they want to live their life in a very, very, very reckless way. And that, and then they want to blame other factors outside of themselves. But listen, you have it's a powerful thing to be accountable for yourself. It's a powerful thing to be regulating your own energy and regulating how you walk and talk and communicate and do all kinds of things with other people, and knowing to get away from people who are disrespectful, who are reckless, who are chaotic, and stay away from them, because you know that that's not of your benefit. And the divine creator doesn't want you to be associating with that type of stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And pulling you into the mud with them.
That's true.
Like, you can't do that. You can feel sorry for people, and you can hope that they can reconnect with the divine creator and pull themselves out of those terrible places. But ultimately, the people that keep going back to be disrespected is because they love those demonic energies. They love the feeling. It's a high for them. When you were talking about tweaking, so yeah, maybe they're not on actual physical drugs, but they're on some spiritual drugs, and they love the feeling they get from these demons.
Yep, I do agree with that. And you know what's the crazy thing, Pierre? When we used to be on the internet back in the days, right? It was crazy, not to where it is now. And Grayson, I don't know what year you started, coming on YouTube. Me and Pierre,
he sounds young.
We go back as far as 2015.
Oh, before that.
What year we know?
On YouTube, I started on YouTube in
2015. I'm saying we go back 2015.
Yeah, well, me and you, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Grayson,
things have changed. Things are way changed. There's so much more anger. There's so much more backstabbing.
Yeah.
There's so much more nefarious stuff going on. That stuff might have happened, but not to this extent. Now it's a free for all. It's a free for all for being the absolute worst you can possibly be.
Yeah. And Grace, what year you started coming into YouTube? Like, following content creators or listening to content creators, better yet.
I'll say like the late 2010s.
Late 2010. So you was young when you started listening. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of young people that started watching when they was in their teens, Pierre, watching us.
I get that. And this is the thing. You got to hold yourself accountable for how you see things playing out, because mainly you caused it. We caused it. A lot of social media influencers, and they don't call them influencers for nothing. They cause this stuff.
Yeah.
it's hard for the younger generation to see stuff and be, on their holy ratchetness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's getting to the point that it's not about the truth and the lie. It's about how many people are going to be thinking about them 24/7. It's gotten to that point. It wasn't like that before. This is
Yeah.
the thing. That's why I say you got to be careful, because people on the internet think about you 24/7. This is crazy. It wasn't like that before. It's gotten to that point recently. You got people waiting patiently for somebody to come on, which is nothing wrong with that. Like, yo, man, it is crazy out here, man, how this YouTube has become the new television. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sent you a video of this guy called Anthony Sowell in Cleveland.
Yeah, I got it. I got all the videos you sent me. I'm gonna definitely watch them. I watched one of them that you sent me already. So I know you got your stuff ready. We're gonna definitely do that next week, man. So get ready. Next weekend, we on it, man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready, man, because we're gonna watch it at the same time. I appreciate the information you've been sending me, because it's especially when you send me that movie. I'm looking forward to seeing that movie because I haven't seen that movie before. Priya, you there?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm here. Hold on 1 second.
Put yourself on.
The dog out. Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, Grayson. So, man, this second half of 2024 is going to be interesting, man, for a lot of us. And we're being tried right now, man. Like, I know you can sense it over there in Alaska. I can sense it where I'm at or where I'll be going to. Man, this internet's going to get crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy to the point you're going to be like, yo, who can I watch? Where's these people going? People are going to the NIF. I think it was, who told it? I got to look for the video. It's getting to the point people are talking about bathroom breaks and all things that you're supposed to take care of yourself type of thing. Grayson, they running out of content, Grayson.
I'm not surprised.
I can't remember who the content creator is. I said, what? People are talking about that now? And it's crazy because I said, you know what? People are really running out of content. So my question to you, and when Pierre come back, I want to get your take. Do you think, Grayson, that people have run out of content? And if so, what month and what year did you start noticing people running out of content?
That is a very good question. Let me think for a minute. No, but what I have been noticing is a lot of copycats on YouTube.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's no more originality like it used to be. It's not that much originality. You could listen to 3 people say the same thing. You could listen to this content creator. You be like, wait a minute, I just heard that from this content creator. Now I heard it from this. What's going on here? Yeah. People are running out of material, man. It wasn't like that before. And I think it's like the Lord is putting it to whereas he's tired of people, not talking about what needs to be said for the most part and how to say it, getting around it type of thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a business. It is. At the same time, you have to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's going to come on here for free. I get that. I know that for a fact, especially if your numbers speak for itself, right? And you change people's lives by doing the Lord's work to the best of your ability, and those people support you, salute to them. It's just that once you get to a certain level, once you get to a certain thing, people drift off, man. They forgot where they came from. Meaning they on that high horse like D Dower, man. He's fattening his belly, man. D Dower fattening his belly so much. Look at the congregation. They can't even think straight no more.
Pride.
It's like the pride is kicking in a lot of these men, Grayson. The pride, the arrogancy. Man. And I know we all got stuff we need to work on, or we working on certain things. At the same time, man, man, the Lord is pissed off, man. Heavenly, Grayson, heavenly. And I really thank the Father, man, for protecting me, man, from a lot of things, man. Because, like, yo, this stuff is not a joke, man. It's not a game out here for none of us. And that's why we gotta be not only honest with each other, we gotta be mindful of how we talk with each other, because that could be used against you, not by this world, by the Lord Himself in the divine that Pierre talks about, because they're not playing. They're not playing at all. If you think about it, the masculinity is at an all-time low and the femininity is at an all-time low. That's why we're seeing all this catastrophe right now. The roles have been reversed for the most part. Go ahead.
Can I talk on that? So I was just watching a video where this male bodybuilder who does he does healthy types of foods and things like that. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about certain foods that men are eating nowadays produce way, way more estrogen than normal foods do.
Correct.
So if we're wondering why a lot of men who naturally would not be effeminate, a lot of it has to do with the foods we eat.
Yeah.
In America especially. So sugar is not a good thing for men to eat. Neither is tofu or anything like that. Soybean produces more estrogen in men.
Yep.
So he was trying to break down, and I think that that's a conversation a lot of people should have, is really finding out what foods men should not be eating. One thing men should be eating, and I think we talked about this before, was we talked about how beef, like grass-fed beef, is what men should be eating, and little boys too, like my grandsons and things like that, because the grass-fed beef helps their testosterone building.
Yeah.
Instead of estrogen.
Yeah.
But that makes me like really think, like, why is there so much food that is creating estrogen in men? What's the propaganda behind this?
That's the question that a lot of ladies are really, really starting to realize too, because they're making food for y'all. They're not making food for us.
No. So why though? Why do they not want masculine men? Why does the society that is running this stuff, that is allowing foods to be subpar?
Because the fallen ones want to have children, like I stated before a few months back. The fallen ones want to have children with y'all and eliminate us. Just like in the book of Genesis 3. It's rewriting its history again before the flood of Noah. Says it in the book, so it was in the days of Noah, the days of Lot, so shall it be in the Son of Man. We will be seeing this, unfortunately. That's why I know a lot of ladies don't want to hear this. That's why Isaiah 4:1 comes to fruition, because any man that's spared, it's not going to be too many men left on the earth, unfortunately.
So are they afraid of actual masculine men doing the protecting and shielding?
Because if masculine men have kids, then we could defeat the enemy.
What do you think it would have? Okay, so this is a hypothetical, right?
A spiritual war more than anything. Go ahead.
Facts. So let's just think about this. If men's estrogen levels are super high, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have offspring, what's going to happen to the children with their seed if their seed is very highly estrogen filled? I don't even know, honestly. This is me talking hypothetical. If men can actually even produce, and if they can produce children with their seed, what would happen to the children?
They will not survive. Think about the animal kingdom. When the male lions sniff weakness of the baby lions, they kill them, right?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
no. Usually, if a new lion comes in, he'll kill the babies so that he can make the female lions go into into their cycle so that they can have their offspring. So they
Right.
kill the offspring of the other lion.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm talking about. I have heard that if the baby lions are not strong, the mother and the father will leave them if they don't know how to, get that certain strength.
Well, that's all animals in the animal kingdom. If there's something wrong with the offspring, depending on the species, they'll either eat their own species,
Right.
or they will leave them to die and be
Right.
eaten.
That's what I'm talking about. What you're saying is true. What you just said before is true. I'm just speaking on that too. So what I'm trying to get you to see is they want more weak men so they can control the narrative of their offspring. That's why they passing these certain laws. It's not to benefit the masculine man. It's to benefit them to procreate. Because the younger generation is going out buck wild. They ain't thinking about procreating.
Yeah.
So these older men of the elites, they seen that they breed is dying out because these men are not men. So they giving them giving them with dealing with each other while they procreate with certain women to continue the cycle of controlling the earth. That's all it's about. It's all about weak men have to take out the strong men. They didn't do all. Everybody on this, all our ancestors been through slavery. Each and every one, each and every culture had. We happen to be the last one, okay? The so-called blacks. With that said, now that everybody know who they are, why you think they pushing all these agendas now?
Did you see? I posted something on my community tab yesterday. Because when I have free time, I try to read and do educate myself. So I came across the video. This man, he's into health and care and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that no longer is Bill Gates pushing these different types of vaccines now. He's gotten into where they're coating foods with quote unquote pesticides, but the pesticides are a different sort of
DNA.
toxicity.
Yep.
Yes. So why is Bill Gates into all this stuff that's DNA, RNA, and all these different chemical components for blood?
Because he's a fallen angel. That's why, And then you got a brother dealing with his fallen angel daughter. That's the crazy part. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know that, but it's a brother, a so-called black man dealing with his daughter. He ain't happy about it. But it's just that, he's a fallen one, just like Biden is. They all fallen ones. Look how Trump is telling a lot of truth. He just can't go all the way in because
Trump is an elitist too. Don't be fooled.
He's part of it. You remember that?
He's more than part of it.
You remember the movie Back to the Future? They talked about him.
Yeah.
They tell you in the movies about these people. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is because none of the European countries or even in the Asian countries are they allowing him and his pesticide food.
No, they're not. Not in the European countries. Nope.
No.
The guy in Scotland said that They got rid of the dollar. I don't know if you know about that, Pierre. Justin.
No.
Yeah, they recently got rid of the dollar a month ago.
Mm.
So think about all the countries that's getting rid of the dollar and getting rid of the Babylonian culture and telling their people, like in China and other countries, we're not watching what's going on in America.
But they have Babylonian stuff too. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
of course they do. The thing is that a lot of them is trying to change that, because they know
Because we're so the indoctrination is so deep. You don't even know what's indoctrination. There's so much to indoctrinate. So while you think that you're cutting yourself loose from one form of indoctrination, you're all deep into it in another area.
Yep, that's true. I agree. There's no getting around it. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it.
No.
Yeah. Well, it is biblically. They say they will hate the whore of Babylon. So I mean, it is prophecy. So it is what it is.
I don't think that the United States is the whore of Babylon.
You don't think so?
No, not even close.
Who you think it is?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you when it's not on social. Where it's on social.
Yeah. There we go. You got my
because I'm not trying to get into no.
Don't get me in trouble. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. See, Pierre passing the test. That's good.
Yeah, it's not the United States though, because this, and it's not a female woman. It's an order, and that order is a religious order, and that religious order is pretty ancient. It's been around for more than 2,000 years.
Cover up. The woman is to cover up. I know that, but we're not going to get into it all that right now. I know the woman is to cover up. She feeds off. But here's the thing, though. Let's keep it real. Now, most women are rebelling against it about time. However, when you think about it, I don't know if you've seen the movie, the movie that came out with the sister.
Cool.
Let's Live. What's the name of the movie, Grayson, that came out this past week?
I try to figure the name of it.
It's a movie in theaters?
Yeah, it came out this past week.
Let me look it up.
I'm looking up on my computer right now too.
Did you go see the new A Quiet Place?
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the one.
Wait, seriously? Because that's where I'm going. I want to go to the movies tonight. Yeah. I haven't gone to see it. The movie I went to go see with my friend, because I couldn't talk her into a sci-fi movie. She doesn't like sci-fi movies, but I'm gonna go to that one.
Yeah, you got to see it. You'll see what I'm talking about with the woman.
Yeah.
And the fallen angels. You'll see what's going on.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Got a phone call. Hold on.
Okay. Grayson, you there?
I'm still here.
Tap into the conversation, brother. I'm glad you're listening, man. I know you getting all this information in, man. We're glad for you to be part of it because it's good to hear the young people's side of things, man. Because you see a lot of things that most of us, are paying attention to, man, for real. I'm glad Pierre didn't say the name. I kind of know what she's probably talking about. She'll tell me behind the scenes because we are on YouTube and we got to keep this channel going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's more to it than what they tell us, man. And you know how some people be like, man, if it's not in the word, it's not true. I'm not that type of person because a lot of things was taken out the book.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gentiles do have more of the information than a lot of Israelites do. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
Because if we ostracize her or anybody that's a Gentile, that'd be ridiculous because they was taught something about our people and their people. They know who they are. And we know who we are for the most part. They know more about the book than we do.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So
sometimes, I have no issues with CJ, and I'm not trying to throw him under the bus because that's not what I'm doing. The reason why I didn't get involved with it because I know, sometimes you gotta let both sides deal with it, but it's more to it than the Bible and the Apocrypha. That I know for sure. Based on this Gentile I talked to in Florida, yeah. He made me look at some things totally different.
Did you see that movie, The New A Quiet Place?
Yeah, I've seen it already, yeah.
So the one after he was in the second one.
Yeah, I know about it. That's why they did the first one because they never came out with the first one. At least in the second one, they're gonna do a third one soon.
So that one was in the perspective of New York City, right?
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the other one in someplace like Connecticut or something like that? One of the northern states, like.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense to me now.
You on it? Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love the first, second, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love the third one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they tell on themselves when they bring out this type of information.
Yeah.
They want people to, to break the information down because they really do want to reveal a whole lot of things. You know what I mean?
They have to. That's part of their. If they don't, they get punished for it.
Well, because Hollywood is what is described in Revelations as wormwood.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I want to go see that movie though, for sure.
Yeah, you got to see it.
Yeah, so my thing is, if you were going to have children, I would definitely look up different forms of nutrition because if you have a son, you don't want your son to be eating certain things, because it makes their hormones produce more estrogen, and it overrides the testosterone. Where, you know what I mean? For little girls, of course, not until they're like 12 or 13, but still, you need the type of food that is nice and energetic for their bodies. And little boys need foods that produce or help them produce muscle mass.
Yep.
Because that's the natural way for them to regulate and produce from their own bodies the testosterone they need.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's true. This has been a good one, y'all, for real. This has been a good one once again. And like I said, I have no issues with CJ. He was on another platform. He went to the other side of YouTube, for those who don't know, and that's his decision. He tried to get into the Brian Meister situation. They're not going to talk about it. They're going to defend this guy. I'm not saying it's a waste of time. It was just, I'm like, yo, why would he go over there? You know what I'm saying?
Who's Brian?
Brian Marshall, the young boy they found. The straightway situation. Yeah.
I know, but somebody said they found him at his house with his mom and dad.
Yeah, they arrested him because they never went to CBS. What is it called? CBS. Child Protective Service. CPS was called.
But if he's with his parents, aren't his parents his legal guardians?
Yeah, his grandmother said that he got abused with a black guy, and they showed it on the news.
Okay.
Just type in Straightway Indian and Goshen. You'll see the news.
Was he abused by his parents? Did he fall?
By his father, and he supposedly is autistic.
Well, autism is a spectrum, and even geniuses can be autistic.
Oh, I definitely know that. Yeah, of course.
So just saying somebody's autistic means nothing, really, unless you add to the autism other type of mental disabilities. But autism as itself is not always a disability.
If you think about it, everybody has autism in them. They just don't know it. Everybody has it.
That's why it's degrees. It's because I feel like I'm also, when I took the test, I was like 24 things out of 26 things that were autistic. However, there's something called high functioning autism.
Well,
So
right. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of like geniuses or people that are scientists or whatever, a lot of them they're autistic.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when they say, "Oh, this kid was autistic," that means nothing to me, because a kid can be very high functioning, or a person can be very high functioning,
Yeah.
and very, mentally their IQ is way up there. However, they might still be on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. The point is that for them not to go to meet up with the sheriffs when requested was red flag. So they had to go through the process to get access to the land, and that pissed them off. That's
But wait, were they did they find them on the land? Because somebody said they weren't on the land, that they weren't at their house on the land. They
wasn't on the land too. I thought they planned a way to get out the country. Apparently they didn't. They found them on the land. Somebody told when they got the whatchamacallit.
Oh, I heard something different. I heard that they weren't found on the land. They were found at his parents' house.
Whoa. Well, you guys, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of confusion going on. I'm not saying you lying. That's why I'm just saying, watch the news and you tell me what you think the next time about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hearing tidbits here and there about that kid, but yeah, I don't know if he was or not.
Yeah. Well,
and even if he was, that's got nothing to do with anybody else. That's got to do with his parents. If his father's abusive, you know what I mean? That's.
But you know what this shows you, Pierre? They watch what did a lot of people say? They watch us. You got the FBI, you got the CIA. Everybody's watching this. I've been saying this for a long time.
They watch all the stuff. They watch all of it.
They watch all that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything more than that. I was told he was found at his parents' house, but if his parents have custody over him, I don't know where other than
he's locked up.
Huh?
The parents is in jail.
How can the parents be in jail if they have custody of him?
That's why I say you got to listen to the news. I'm just saying, well, Grayson, I'm not saying, like, sometimes this is a lot of confusion. I'm just saying what the news say. They locked them up because they were supposed to go in for questioning of the black guy. They did not go in for the black guy. And when they found them, they arrested him and took Brian Mason to.
Well, I mean, even if they get arrested, if it's nothing, if they've not actually been found doing anything wrong, and and everything can be hashed out, they're going to let them go. I mean, you can get arrested and still be innocent and then be let go. I don't know their story. Don't quote me, because I don't know that. I don't know the full aspect of it all. Mm-hmm. But I just know from, you can be arrested and then be let go.
Well, we'll find out what's really going on in due time. All I can tell you is this. This is why I'm picking up on this. Because when I had on Pastor Rufus and they let him go, you know what I'm saying? And I told Pastor Rufus at the time they was going to sacrifice him. Because you got to think about it. D. Dowers and Mason, a lot of these people are connected with certain people in the sport. And remember, the father was an athlete.
Okay, I heard about that, but I didn't know. You know, I'm not into sports, so I don't know anything really about.
I'm saying, a lot of these entertainers, athletes, they do certain things like you was talking about with the Moloch thing. All I know is in due time we'll find out what's going on. If we wrong, I will apologize and say, hey, I was wrong in the new, lie.
That's why you gotta say allegedly. You gotta say, when you say something, say allegedly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That protects your butt.
That's true. No, that's true. Yep, that is definitely true, Phil. In this day of time, that is true. So let's close it out with this, y'all. Your final words. This is a good one for a good hour and a half. I got to get ready to do something real quick for the weekend. So, Pure, you go first, and then Grayson with your final.
My thought is be the master of your own energy and be the master of your direction with your guidance and your foundation with your God, your true God or whatever. Be the master of your spirit and your energy and your focus. Don't let somebody else or let other beings, entities enter you, manipulate you, pull you off your square. If you pull yourself back, regain your composure and guide your own steps. That's all.
Appreciate you coming on, Pure. And I'm
Thank
gonna
you for having me.
let me see Tab, see what you're talking about. And appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, Grayson.
Well, stay focused on your purpose. Keep on seeking the Most High, and don't get too distracted. Always stay alert what's around you all times.
I agree with that 100%. Thank you both for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for supporting the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those. You know who you are. Appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.